Hi everyone, welcome to my new video and my new tutorial on a topic how to produce music in FL Studio. This time I'm going through the basic stuff about FL Studio and to show basic things that you need to start producing music from beginner level. So I will explain the UI, the functions of the FL Studio, so you can start producing music even if you don't even think of you would like to produce music. Without further ado, I will start with tutorial, and I will try my best to explain it in a good manner so everyone can understand, even if you're beginner or professional, to improve your skills or learn something new about my workflow in the FL Studio. Okay, then let's begin with orientation in FL Studio and navigation through Studio. First, let's go through these buttons here. Okay, this is the button browser plugin picker. You see, here it writes browser. This is for browsing sample packs. This is something I don't use usually. I only use this folder packs. And here I have folders of sample packs that I downloaded and found bought online. And from here you can for example, come and uh, have a listen to the samples in real time. When you click on them, the preview is there immediately. Okay, let's see. Can you hear the kicks? Can you hear this? You see? Uh, for example, let's found something interesting. I very like this sample pack from Kashmir. This is a very famous DJ and producer. First place. You see, you get a preview of this drum loop. And that's it for this browser. Very easy. I will show you how to add these sample packs in this folder later. In this packs folder later. It is important for you when you download new packs, sample packs. You need to put them in specific folder so FL Studio can see them and you can access them from this browser here. Okay, then let's move on to the next button. This is View Channel Rack. This is it. This. View Channel Rack. This is like a place where you can put these patterns of how to say these patterns of sounds. For example, this is kick. You left click on some of this, and you can press the buttons on your keyboard of your computer or laptop and press keys and play the notes. See, this is clap, hi-hat, this is snare, and this is the stock plugin from FL Studio that is very good. That is there from latest versions of FL Studio, and this is what it looks like. Let's see what is the sound of for default sound. You see this good bass. Okay, so you can play around with this instrument, but I'm going to explain instruments later and how do you choose sounds from the instruments. Now you only need to know that you can play them from your keyboard or MIDI keyboard or whatever you use. Then next button is piano roll. Piano roll, you see? When I put this pattern of notes, this is like notes in the time. This is like grid, You see, this is the grid, like the net of the grid, so to say. And this is the timeline, piano roll. You can play this piano here to hear the sound of a chosen instrument. You could say with left click, I can play all these notes. Let me see just, yeah. You can play around with that, or you can put a note. You can zoom in to make it bigger, for example, yeah, like this, and move around this note in time in the grid. You press space to play, or here to play. Pattern mode, you see. This is pattern modes. This is also pattern mode or step sequencer. I like to call it pattern modes. So let's see. Yeah, and piano roll. You put the notes here and play around and make melodies. Okay. So you see, this is C note, but the height, or how to say that, the this number C5, C4, you see it is C3, it goes down, it is to the bass notes. And higher you go, it is more crispy notes and higher notes. C7, it can go up to 10. And that is very high. I don't even use this very high notes. And piano roll, you create melodies. You press space and it is played live while you put the notes. Okay, let's see. This is already a good bit. Yeah, and to help you with the rhythm and how to put the notes, you can turn on the metronome. This is like ticking stuff or to in the tempo of the BPM of 128 speed. And when you turn on the metronome, you will hear a click. You see, you hear you hear the click, and it helps you create good melodies in good time signature. Okay, I will leave it like this. This is good melody, and mm, that's for the piano roll for the beginning. I will maybe explain it again uh, when I need to explain something other, but we can continue with these buttons up here. This button is playlist. This is this playlist. The playlist is there for putting these patterns and to create melodies and structure of the song. You see, you can put this. You see pattern 1. This is this pattern, okay. This whole pattern I can put, for example, this is kick, and I right click on it, fill each 4 steps, and it will play with this kick. It is in pattern mode, but when you want to play on the playlist, you must turn on this song button, green button up here, and play it. Play now. And this is the beat playing. But what I like with the samples and kick, for example, I like to more put it directly on the playlist. And what you can do, double click, and this is the preview. No, it's not preview. Double click and drag it to the playlist. And I like to put it, by the way, how I zoom. This is you go here and use the mouse scrolling wheel. Yeah, and that is the way you zoom, like that. And I now put the kick like this. and I can delete. And when you again want to see Steep Sequencer, for some reason always is shown this audio, but you can show it unsorted. You always go unsorted, and there is go use your instruments and samples put here. For example, you can put samples here. Let's see, drums, cymbals is hi-hats. You can drag it right here and put like this to make the beat. Okay, sorry, it's not the best chosen hi-hat. This is the volume of this sample and instruments. This is the volume, this is the panning. Now it is centered. When you go left, it goes to your left ear. Okay? When it goes right, it goes to your right ear of the headphones or the speakers. Um, you can put it. I will talk about that later. You have situations where you need to put some stuff left in the ear and the right to hear it with right ear. We will see that later. Okay. And now I can delete this kick and this also and play this bit like that. Okay. And that's it for now for play. It's so easy. I love FL Studio because of the simplicity, and I haven't tried any other DAW because of the simplicity of UI, and it does the job for me, and it is good. What you can do with play is to make this longer. You can hold Control. You see Control, Shift, and Alt. See here when I press them, this light powers on. Okay. You can hold Control and left dragging to select these patterns, and you can hold Shift and left click drag it to copy it and place it in the grid. Okay, and now this becomes 2-bar bits. These here numbers are numbers of bars, so-called bars. Typically, the bars are for typical song, for typical EDM genre. It is long 4 bars. Okay, and let's hear this again. This is repeating in the playlist, and you can see that how it is going. Okay, and I think that's enough for now for the playlist. I will come back later to explain you more stuff, but let's continue now with the mixer. The mixer is important for making new music. You can see this. Why is this playing here? Because you go to the step with channel rack or step sequencer. Again, go to unsorted, and you see these numbers here. This is the channel on the mixer channels. Let me put again this kick 4 steps, and it is routed to first channel of the mixer channels. This instrument, this melody, is routed to the fifth channel in the mixer. This is like the uh, mixer for DJing, for playing in parties and festivals, where you can apply effects. On mixer you apply effects, but just about a second about that to explain this routing. So when now you play space, play space, you see this kick is here and the bass is here. the bass, you see. And you can this is the volume of these instruments or the channels. Now here to turn on in the playlist, to turn off, sorry, the patterns or every channel or every sound, every sample, you left click on this green light and it is turned on, off. Let's see mixer again. Now you have metronome. We don't need that anymore. The bass is playing, but I lower the volume of kick, and here the kick is coming. You can hear it. I hope. Yeah. And one way to route these samples, like this sample, this hi-hat, or these instruments is, for example, pressing, going to this number, pressing left click and moving up or down with the mouse. You see now it is changing the mixer channel. It can be routed to maybe second channel, and now when we go to the mixer, it will play on second channel. One way to make it more clear and understandable and more visible and better organized is to give the colors or the names of the sounds that you route to the mixer channel. For example, you can name this or color this in different ways. For example, you right click here and go to this first option, rename, color and icon. Okay, you go here to choose another color. You choose the color, click accept, and put the name. Put the name in the mixer channel, how it will be called. We will call it kicks. Okay, then enter. And now it is yellow, and the name of this channel in the mixer is kick. Okay, now let's play again. You see, I can rename this, change the color to something like this, and rename this to bass for me to be more clear what is what and to navigate through the project easily, more easily. Yeah, yeah, this speed is good. How do you delete this? Right click, and you delete this notes in time in this step sequencer. Okay. Okay, we can move on. Well, I explained the mixer, and this is button auto scroll. This is I'm not using this. This is for recording. I'm not recording so much for so we are done with these buttons. Okay, what next can I show you? I can show you how you can when you download these sample packs, where to put them. Okay, this is put in the folder called in the route where you install FL Studio. Let's see, FL Studio. You go to data folder, patches, packs, and this is that packs folder. This is the paths where you put all your folders with sample pack with samples. Yeah, here they are. You see, vocals. You see, these are the sample packs that you can preview live when you're in FL Studio. Yeah. So next, what I can show you. Let's see. Maybe the mixer channel. To continue with the mixer channel. Another way to route these mixer channels is to left click on some this source of sound. This is source, this is sample, this is instrument, but there are all sorts of sounds. This is the volume, this is the panning, go left, go right, yeah, you see. And in the mixer. Now, how can I route this instrument? Okay, for example, how to add instruments, more instruments. You go to the add, but first I can show you where to put new installed instruments. When you install instruments, you install them and you need to put so-called DLL file in some folder on your system where you install the FL Studio also. The path to that destination to that folder is also in the destination where you installed the FL Studio. You go to the plugins. This is the instrument or plugins. This is the synonym. Okay, plugins. Then you go VST 64 bits because my FL Studio is 64 bits. And here I put the folders. For example, or you there are the stock plugins like no, they are not. Here are the stock plugins, 30 stock plugins, generators. Let's see. These are the instruments, and these are the effects. But these are the stock effects. But so FL Studio can recognize and find your instruments, you need to go to this folder instead and put here installed instruments. For example, uh, I put this folder for this instrument, a very good instrument called Silent One, and you need to put here these installations and this DLL file. This is the instrument itself that you need to find in FL Studio. How to find it in FL Studio? You need to go to Add and to More Plugins. Manage Plugins then. Here is the new window. Yeah. And these are the paths where the FL Studio will search for the plugins. I think you can add new folders here and here. I will not add them because I think you can manage that yourself. But here is that our folder, FL Studio 25 plugins VST64. This is the folder where it will search for new DLLs for new plugins. Then to find new one installed, you go to find installed plugins. And it will now search new plugins. And there are all plugins you need to include. You need to find. For quickly finding it, you type the name, silent, for example, one. And I star it here uh, to for quick access. Yeah, for quick access. And that's it. You star it and then turn off this. You go to add the instrument here in step sequencer. You need to go here, add, and here are all instruments. These are all the instruments that you can add. These are my added instruments. Uh, Here is silent one, and you click on it, and here it is. It is loaded here, and you can play the stock plugin, the stock sound of this plugin or of this silent one plugin with this stock sound that I made song recently. Stay tuned for that song. Maybe my school community knows about the song. I will publish it soon, so stay tuned. And you hear this psychedelic sound of stock plugin. And now, I don't know if I told you, but again to say if I have told you, How to route this to mixer channel? You can go with this mouse and go up or down, or you can go click on it, right click. Uh, just a second, no, just left click, and you will see this green rectangle here. And then you go to the mixer. Then you go to the mixer channel where you want to route that instrument, and left click, and then right click, and then go to the channel routing, and you go route selected channels to this track. I have selected only one channel, and you can route it to this selected channel on mixer. Click here, and now it is called silent one. And when I play it, you see it is immediately shown here. And that's the way how you can route uh, instrument to the two ways of routing instrument to the mixer. You can route, for example, more instruments sequentially in order. For example, you can press on this, press on clap, then hold shift, you see, shift, then left click, you see I have selected these four channels, then go to the mixer, choose the first mixer channel in the in the sequence, and then go to the channel routing, and then you go route selected channels starting from this track. And now they will be called like it's the samples and instruments are called, but when I play them, they are routed directly to that mixer channel. Okay, you see, flex bass, flex bass. Mixer channels, and mixer itself is very important. Now I will show you how to add effects to your sounds. That is mixing part. That is called mixing in music production. Effects and uh, effects, yeah, are very important for sounds to be more clear, to be more powerful, to be more uh, stereo, to have more energy, to be more loud. I don't know any more descriptions. Okay. Uh, how you add effects to this bass, for example. You go here, you see slots, slot 1, slot 10. You go here simply, and these are all the effects of FL Studio and my effects. These are here, my effects that I added after. These are my effects, for example. You need to find them like this. And I will show you now effects that are worth that you put in your mixes, in your mixing channels, where you mix something. There is a very good plugin or effect called Soundgoodizer. It's called Soundgoodizer, but because it self explicitly says what is Soundgoodizer. Click on it, and it is very simple but very powerful. It will boost the volume and the texture of the sound, but in very good way. Let's hear with and without it. You can turn off the effect here in this green dot. Okay, you click on it again, twice, and you only put this up and down, full circle, or whatever you want. You have these modes, but I mostly use mode A because it is maybe the best, but we'll see. Now while I play, you see immediately that this bass is more powerful, more punchy. You see with when I lower down the volume is lowering down also. The texture is bad. You see now the It is groundbreaking bass with full Soundgoodizer because Soundgoodizer makes sound good. Yeah, I really like Soundgoodizer, but don't need to overload it to use it more than enough. You put amount, you need to listen to the sound and choose the correct amount of Soundgoodizer. Next effect we're considering, for example, is Beauty Parametric EQ2. This is the visualization of frequencies of of the uh, the sound of the texture of the sound. Let's see when I play it. You see, you can play around with this to boost frequencies and to boost the sound itself, or to lower the sounds. You see, I lowered the bass and now it is silent. It is not audible. If you want to reset this, you right click, then rest. Okay, I will reset all. Okay, and that's it for Fruity Parametric EQ2. Next plugin we're considering is Fruity Reverb 2. Reverb is like the echo in the room. You see, this is like the room. You can left click here and go with mouse up and change the size of the room. And you see the like it is in the big room. Like because the big room, the sound kicks the walls of the room. You see, and it sounds like it is coming from all walls and giving you that sound like you're in the big room. This is not so effective for basses, but for example, if we add another flex, instrument flex, here it is, and we can choose melodic techno to find some other presets. These are core presets. This is the sounds. Left click on it, and you can already play them. But we will find some keys or leads. Leads are crisp sounds. You see, they are used mostly for melodies. Let's find some good lead. Pads are like this. Pads are long notes. You see the frequencies here. Plucks, pluck, PLK are the. Okay, this is good, I think, for showing you the Fruity Parametric very important thing to consider. Let's see. We need to route this plugin. We will route it here in the empty slot. Insert 4. Again, go channel routing. Route the selected channels to this track. Now when I play it, and we add Fruity Parametric EQ2. And one important thing in mixing in songs and in FL Studio and in every workstations like FL Studio, that you reduce or cut the unnecessary frequencies. You see, this sound has these bass sounds. You see, frequencies go, the human ear can hear frequencies from 20 hertz, yeah, to 20,000 hertz, like in physics, hertz, yeah. And you need to cut this bass so they don't interfere with bass sounds. This concept is very important, so your mix is not muddy, not fighting with the so sounds are not fighting for the space in the mix, uh, in the stereo mix. Yeah, uh, and you need to cut all these frequencies. Okay, like this, for example, cut all them, and only stay with the high frequencies because this is the high frequency instrument, the sound. You can put it like this, or you can load presets. I like that way better, presets. And there you have 20 hertz and 18,000 kilo 18 kilohertz, yeah, 18,000 hertz cut. Okay, and here it is only one knob and second knob, and now you left click here and it will chop all unnecessary bass frequencies. You can see this has these bass frequencies that are not necessary, and you need to cut them so the sound is clean and elegant and in on place in the mix. Okay, so this is for Fruity Promatic 2. It is enough, I think. Let's move on with the next plugin worth considering. Fruity Delay. What is delay? Delay is like delay in the word itself. It adds that tail to the sounds. We will hear that best to see the effect. You see? I press the button once, and this is implemented right away. This delay like tum 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 tum. This delay can cause good effects when you make sounds. It is really good way of bringing the joy in sounds and in music and in melodies, and it is really worth considering. Let's see. Next, I need to find Fruity Filter. Fruity Filter. Where is Fruity Filter? To show you the filters. No, this filter, but uh, is there? Come on, come on, come on. Here it is. Okay, so you have this low pass, high pass, and band pass. This is low pass, low frequencies pass. You turn on and turn off that. High pass is high frequencies pass. Band pass is middle frequencies in this spectrum. This is low frequencies left are low frequencies. High pass when only high frequencies pass. You see, and band pass when the middle frequencies are only passing. These are the filters, exactly like these filters. And this cutoff frequency is frequency where the cutoff is implemented. For example, let's put the low pass to 0, band pass also to 0, and high pass to full extension. I only want high pass filter. Okay, let's see the cutoff frequency. Let's change that and see what effects we get. You see, these are the effects mostly used by DJs to make some parties go crazy. Yeah, with these on build-ups. Let's go with the low pass. You turn off all other passes. You turn on low pass. Let's see cutoff frequency. You see, now it is opposite. When it's low, it is not audible, but when it's gets more in mix, you get a sound. This is very cool sound. You see? And now I will tell you about automations. It is a very important concept uh, that you can automate this cutoff frequency to rise or go down itself, not by clicking by mouse. It is not expected you to click with the mouse while rendering the sound. You can put automations. How to put automations? Go to the playlist where the structure of the song is made. Okay, so let's, for example, put this same melody, go copy it, Ctrl C, Control C, copy it, then you go right click, piano roll, and paste this, Control V. Let's hear this sound and melody. Sorry, I put the filter, surely, yes. I can exclude it because I don't need it. I need it, sorry. Come on, what is happening? Let me see what is happening. Filter is something. Let's put high pass. Let's hear the melody. Oh, this is bad. We need to turn on this delay. Yeah. Or we can go with this bass melody. Go when you directly want to go to the mixer channel, you left click twice and you directly go to flex bass. Again, you put fruity filter, no low pass, high pass. Let's see. You see this effect. And how do you do automations? You need to first play it a little with this, then go right click, create automation clip, and it will create on playlist this automation. And what can you do with this? This is like lines. Right click here and it will create a line. So it controls this knob. This is like knob. These are called knobs or buttons, so to say. And let's see when we play this with this automation how this changes automatically. Automation, because of that is called automation. Yeah. Let's see. You see, that's the effect. Yeah, you see the effect. You can play around, left click, move it. You can create another dot, right click for another dot, and left click for moving. Another cool thing is right click, copy value, then right click to create another dot, and right click again, paste value. And it will paste this exact value here. You see? Okay. Let's continue. We have made automations. They are very important. You can control everything with automations. For example, let's put another awesome instrument, Silent One, and for example, let's see, you see this amazing sound, bass sound now, and crispy sound. For example, this has not right click and create automation clip. But since how to create automation clip now? Since we tweaked with it with this knob a little, you can go to tools, go last tweaked, okay, last tweaked, and there you go, create automation clip. And here is the automation clip for this. Right click here to create dot, right click here to create the dot, right click here to create this interesting, for example, the effect like this, quick dropping down here and left click, you see. Right click again to put the the dot here, right click here to make it like this, and let's see the effects. Just a second. You go to Unsorted, Silent One, you press it, play some sound. And that's it for automations. Two ways for creating automations. Let's see what else I can show you. I show you mixers. Let's see other cool effects. I can recommend you this OTT effect. It is more compressor. You don't need to know what it does at this moment. I use only this knob depth, and it is really powerful to create some better soundings, better quality of the sounds. Let's hear it. Where are we on the mixer channel? On the master channel? No, delete this. Delete, yes. We need to assign this silent somewhere. Click on it, mixer channels, insert 10, channel routing, route selected to this track. You see? Now let's see with OTT. It is free plugin, you can download it from the internet. It is free plugin but very powerful. I only use these knobs, this knob here. Let's see what it does to the sound. It's not big difference, but let's see for the bass. Let's see for the bass. Let's exclude these. ODT. You see the effect. You see it adds reverb to it. It is not suggested to add so much reverb on basses, but OTT is very powerful for leads. Let's find some leads, good leads. Come on, we need to find some good leads. Let's see the stock. Key. Don't want a key. Lead. Now let's show you a little about instruments. You have octaves in piano roll. This is like music theory a little. You put this note here, C5, and one octave is 8 notes higher. 8 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like 8. Or 8 notes lower. And you can change the octaves here on this octave, you see. Left click and put it up. Let's hear. This is so much better now. I can put up this also. This is good lead, the dance lead. Let's see now the effect of OTT. It is not hearable so now, but trust me, OTT is a very nice plugin. You need it in your mixing tracks and channels. Okay. You can find on internet also Kickstart. Yeah, that is important, really important. To add some punch and the main part in the song, the main part in the song is called the drop. You see this beat is drop, like beat drop. You see, this is drop. And when we add Kickstart, no OTT, replace Kickstart. It is Nicky Romero's plugin. You can buy it. It is really nice plugin, but you must apply sidechain. What is sidechain? It applies like this effect to the sound, these effects to the sound. It ties them sub bass chain. You see. Let's see how it is applied to the bass. Can you feel the difference with and without it? I mostly put this chain, side chain. You see the spectrum of the sound, and it is really important in drops to have that energy, to add energy to drops, so the instruments are not so loud, so out of rhythm, and to give that punchiness and rhythm to the sounds. It is Kickstart. And for the effects, I think that's it. Another another very helpful effect or thing, so to say, is pitcher. You see, this helps me to create melodies. You see all these notes here, but you can choose the note, for example, D, minor or major. These are the dur or the dur or mol in Serbian language, major and minor. And you see the changes. D minor, you can use only these notes because these notes in D minor sound good in combinations. And now when I create melodies, I want to select this. I go to piano roll again, and I press where is the pitcher. Here it is. You turn it off so it doesn't pitch your up and down, pitch your sounds up and down. You can turn it off freely, and you can go here and turn on this detached mode, so it doesn't disappear when I click somewhere else. Okay. Now here is the piano roll, and you can follow the notes that are good with creating melodies. Let's create some good melody. You see, C is good, D is good, okay? A is good and A sharp is good also. B is not good, so don't use it. B is great, so don't use it. You see, E and F, E and F are good. I can turn off these automations because they ruin the sounds. Okay, I need to lower all down this. Or to put it up. Yeah. Delete. Left click. And you see, Picture is very good for using to create melodies. Yeah. And that's it for the mixer channels and mixer effects. Okay, let's continue with one important stuff, that you need to put buses with sounds. For example, you need to put many versions or layers of the sounds. Clone, you go clone to clone the instruments and put the same melody on them. Control C to copy, right click piano roll, Control V to uh, paste. Yeah, and they're all routed immediately to the same bus. This is now called bus. This mixed channel 10, sorry, left click twice, is called bus. And for example, you can play around with this, put another, this is waves, like form of the sound. You can have many waves, like this is more like sound design stuff. You can put saw, that is, this is sinus in mathematics. Sine wave, pulse wave. You can create layers of the sound to be different and to fill up the stereo of the melody and of that sound, to have it more stereo and full, to have more brightness, to have more texture. Yeah, let's see. And I can change this to water plus. And now I can rename this and color it to leads. It is more effective to put effects, OTT, Soundgoodizer, Kickstart, to sounds to in one bus. Now this channel is called bus because all of three channels or of three instruments go to one mixer channel, and you can put effects on all of them because it is 10 10 10. You see, 10 10 10. And now you can put Fruity Parametric, for example, EQ2, and put this preset again for cutting the frequencies. You see, now this is implemented on all three instruments at once. You see, and that is very effective way to build sounds in layer. That is very good tip and suggestion to make sounds good. It's very important to make good layers of the sounds. Let's see what else I can show you. I think that's it. We have covered all all important stuff. Let's see, we have covered packs, how to import them and use them. We have covered instruments. Mm, you can load instruments like this, preset load and find instruments in here, okay? Or you can load a sound bank when you download sound banks and load banks, for example this, and it will change to another bank of sounds. Okay, we have covered this step sequencer, piano roll. Okay, let's show you what you can do with piano roll. You see, you have this button right here, snap to grid like this. I don't know what is the word for this. You can choose cell, line, 1/6 of the step, 1/4 of the step, 1/3 of the step, bar, beat. I mostly choose cell, but if you select 1/6 of the step, the grid will become smaller and you will have more control of moving this in time. Okay, if you take it back to the cell, you can move it only like this. You see the change, the difference? That's the difference. Okay, let's see the piano roll more in depth. This is not important, this is not important. This is like painting, you see? You can use also painting in playlist. Playlist painting this pattern, click on it and play and paint it. Delete it with right click. Right click. And important thing on playlist that you can cut this sample or this pattern here. See this line, blue line, it will cut, and then you can press here or brush or pen, then right click to delete that, or control Z to get it back, or you can delete this, delete this. Yeah, so mostly that is. I have covered all important stuff that you need to know about FL Studio. The only thing left is to show you how to save your progress. You go save as, you pick a name for your project. You pick a name for your project. And now I change this, I cannot go back, but I saved it like my tutorial. And when you want to save the progress, I really recommend you to do this so you don't lose your progress. I save it manually like this many times. I make hundreds and hundreds of versions of my projects, so I know what I have made. Every change, when I made every change, I save it because I need to come back maybe uh, to the previous session, to the previous version of song or stuff like that, and I don't want to lose access to that. And you change to 1 to 3 and save it. And now how to export this? You can also select all, right click and select all, or left click twice to deselect that. Only stop it and it will render it all of this. You go save as, and choose WAV, that is a format for good quality, or MP3. Saving, save. You'll get these settings, and you go start, and it will save it for you. And that's it for exporting the songs. I don't know if I missed something. You can play around with this stuff I taught you in these tutorials. If you come to something, if you're interested in something more, Feel free to type the comments in the video, and I will be here to answer all your questions. If you don't know how to do something, or you want to do something but you don't know what is the way of doing it in FL Studio. But all in all, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you for listening and watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye.